Welcome. All right, today we're gonna be talking about the secret to becoming an attractive man. The secret to becoming an attractive man. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all something that is not a secret, but it's so important that I named it the secret just so y'all could come here, just so I could drill it in y'all head. Pause. Is literally focusing on you. I feel like that understanding that you are going to attract women and understanding like me, like you, like me, like Ghost, like B Stacks, Zakur, Mason. You're gonna attract. You're gonna attract a girl, right? And the key is to attract the girl that you want, right? And I'm gonna just say how to really become more attractive. Um, and there's great advice that I've heard from Game God Goldie, and I'm gonna go ahead and give him his flowers and his credit before I say this. And it's in order to take a step forward, you have to remove your bad habits. It's a removal process, right? So the first thing to become more attractive is actually removing the things that are making you unattractive. And that thirsty shit, that you being thirsty and you wanting a girl so bad, you have to cut it out, right? You have to replace that mindset of what can I ow that hurt. You gotta replace that mindset of what do I need to do to get this girl with I attract women. I attract women. There's nothing I can do to get this girl. I have to attract her. How do you attract a woman? By being an attractive person. Now, you're not going to attract every girl, but you don't want to attract every girl, bro. Because the more girls you get, Taekwondo said this, I'm going to be citing all my sources throughout the night. The more girls you get, the more you realize that you don't want them. Right? It becomes a lot harder to find a good girl when you attract more women because now you understand how to become more attractive. But now I'm attracting shit, and I don't want to attract this. I want to attract a good girl. I want to attract a girl that respect my boundaries. I want to attract a girl that can communicate. I want to attract a girl that can respect me. Right? I want to attract a girl that actually values me. I'm not just trying to get any old pretty girl. I want a pretty girl that can value me, that can respect me, that can communicate with me, that actually wants to be here. Right? Number one rule is choose a girl that chooses you. And another saying is man's game, woman's choice. Right? So the woman has to choose you at the end of the day. Right? So the secret to becoming more attractive is actually focusing on you. I gave a real spill on my Twitch exclusive and my Patreon exclusive about confidence being equivalent to self-awareness. If you're not in the Patreon and you want to hear that, then you definitely got to join the Patreon because that's going to give y'all some game. But confidence is equivalent to your self-awareness. What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing behind closed doors? Because that's what's going to determine how attractive you are to women. That's going to determine what type of girl you attract, right? I can give y'all a prime example of some things to do. I can give y'all practical tips on what to do, but then I can tell y'all the principles behind it, right? Something that I get complimented on every single time I do it is cleaning up after myself. A lot of guys do not clean up after themselves. Be clean. Be clean beyond just cleaning up after yourself. Clean up yourself. Take care of yourself. Because I like to look at it this way. If I'm keeping myself clean, I'm smelling good, I'm showering on a regular, getting my hair cut on a regular, I'm showing myself the love. I'm treating myself good. Like, I'm treating myself how I deserve. I'm showing myself I take myself seriously. I'm not gonna be looking around here like no bum. I'm not about to be smelling like a bum. I'm not gonna be dressing like a bum. Why? Because I'm not a bum. I hold myself to a higher standard. I attract women. I'm a king. Like, I can't just sit here and say these things, these affirmations, and not live up to it. No, you have to take the action of, no, I'm a handsome dude. I take care of myself. My skin is clean. I take care of my skin. I'm showing myself the love. Like, I'm putting effort and intention. Self-love follows self-investment. What are you investing into yourself to love yourself? You're not going to have that confidence until you love yourself as well. Confidence is a two-way street. Now, I ain't going to say two-way street. Confidence is a double-edged sword. It got two sides. I feel like you have your self-love, your self-esteem, and then you have your results base, right? Your self-esteem is going to show you how you feel about yourself, right? It's going to allow you to ignore what everybody else is saying. It's going to allow you to curate your own belief system, and your beliefs is really what curates your actions and how you think and stuff like that. And then you have your results. Your results are just a confidence booster. They're just showing you exactly what you said, or proving yourself to yourself, right? Either you said you was going to do this, and either you did it or you didn't, right? That's just going to be your results base. But all that to say is your confidence is going to come from your self-love and your self-esteem, and what you do. And what you do. And if you want to be attractive, you have to focus on you. Focus on what you do. Take care of yourself. Treat yourself like the person that you want to be. Right? So I always get complimented from cleaning up. I was hanging out with my friends like a couple of weeks ago, right? I'm hanging out with my friends. None of us are trying too hard. None of us are doing too much. In fact, all we're doing is we're being ourselves, and we're actually engaging. We played a couple of card games. We answered questions. Like, some people be trying to be too cool. The people that try are the people that fail. You shouldn't try to get a girl. You should be yourself. And they said, yeah, I could prefer, like, they liked how we talked to each other. We didn't try to be cool in front of the huzz. We encouraging each other in front of the huzz, because that's what we do outside of it. The way we was talking in front of these girls is the same way we talked in front of the PlayStation on the PlayStation game. Now, there's a maturity level. At the end of the day, you got to be a man, so we're not sitting here being immature in front of them, like how you can probably get away on the PlayStation game. But the real talks we have on the game, the PlayStation parties, the same. We had that same thing right in front of the girl. We didn't care. We didn't care that they was there, bro. We was just there to enjoy ourselves, and we was there to talk to them. And they said, they said we can come. We cleaned up after ourselves. They said we can come back whenever. What's up, Jenna? They said, oh yeah, I don't think we're gonna ever go back, but not because of anything, but just because of the circumstances. But if we wanted to, we could go back. We are OC. Now we are OC. We got invited back. What did they say? Something about liking our friend group, like we're like they enjoyed talking to us, or like we're different or some shit like that. Cause all we did was engage and not try too hard. Like, I just feel like a lot of guys' downfall be trying too hard. Like, when you try too hard, when you try to be something, you're not. You absolutely really not that. And it's a difference between trying and being intentional. Right? Don't try to be cool. What would a cool person do? Actually, see, that can be confusing. That can be confusing, but don't try to be cool. Try to be comfortable. You being comfortable is what's going to make you cool. And when you can understand that, you're going to attract somebody. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but like, if y'all have never watched the show Forever, watch Forever. He is an socially awkward person, but he speaks his mind. He's pretty blunt and whatever. But at the end of the day, he attracted a specific type of girl. I was doing Instagram ratings, right? And looking at y'all Instagrams, like how I present my Instagram, I forgot bro's Instagram at. How I presented my Instagram is completely different from how he presented his Instagram. But at the end of the day, I know what I want to attract, and I know what I'm going for and what look I'm going for, and he knows what he's going to attract. We're going to attract two different girls. He's in the anime, and I don't know what else. I don't want to say goth, because that's not really it, but like opium type, like that's his vibe. That ain't my vibe. I'm not going to try to get no opium girl. That ain't my vibe. Now, if an opium girl is attracted to me, that's cool. But I'm not expected to attract an opium type girl, because that's not the vibe I give off. And I'm not going to try to do that either, just because she's pretty. Because I know it's a pretty girl that like what I like, and that's going to make my job 10 times easier. When you have that understanding of, I'm not going to be able to get every girl. That could be a pretty girl who like nature. I kind of like nature, but not that much. I don't care about these animals or none of that. And I hope that whatever. But it's a dude out here that really care about nature. That's gonna be attracted to her. He can have her. They can be nature, earth tone, earth girly. That ain't me, bruh. I don't want that. I like a person. I like nice things. You know what I'm saying? I like night. Oh man, damn, my shit dropping. I should have did 10K. I should have did 10K uh kilometers. Anyway, um, but yes, all that just to say, when you try, it makes you 10 times more unattractive. So these are the things you have to remove before you can even take any steps forward, right? Creating good habits. Like I said, I'm a clean person, but it's not necessarily. I'm not the cleanest person, but I'm a clean person, and it's not because I do it around the girls. I do this shit when there's nobody around, right? And that's called integrity. Integrity is what you do when nobody is watching and nobody around you, right? That's what really creates a habit and second nature, because it's easy for me to clean up around these girls. It's easy for me to hold doors for them. And it's easy for me to take out the trash and handle like the dirty work around girls. It's easy for me to to be a gentleman because I'm like that 24/7. So becoming more attractive is like, it's not fake, it's authentic. It's you being you. You having integrity and doing the things, becoming the person that you want to become. But me being able to, I will say, me cleaning up after myself, me having a nice clean room, me having smell good. I got 3 colognes in my car. I got 2 colognes in here. I got oils in here. I would never ever want to be said like, I don't ever want to be told I stink. I feel sticky. I feel sticky. I gotta hop in the shower. I don't even want to go out. Or I hate the heat because I know I'm a sweat. Like shit like that. That's just the type of like person. I'm a clean person. I like to smell good at all times. I like good scents and shit like that. So it's a habit that I created, right? And you have to focus on attractive habits so that you become an attractive person naturally, subconsciously. If you don't build these habits, then you're going to be trying, and when you're trying, you're not it. When you're trying, it's no longer attractive, right? And I would say the difference between intention and the difference between trying is, intention is going to be the integrity that I mentioned behind the closed doors. And the trying is going to be for the girl. It's not for yourself. It's not for your habits. It's for the girl, for the moment. Intention is so that it can become everyone. So, I know some people may have thought this is going to be about looks maxing and, have good hygiene, but you have to create a habit of that before. I'm not just going to tell you to do it without the root of it. The root is going to be creating a habit. You have to do it over and over again. You got to do it over and over again. You got to stop trying to girls. You got to change your belief system. You got to stop trying to attract girls. You have to understand that naturally you're going to attract girls. Naturally you're going to attract whoever is like you or whoever likes you. You're going to. There's going to be people. You can be a shy, quiet person, very reserved, and that's going to be attracted to somebody because they don't like loud people. They can relate to being shy and being quiet. And that's going to make them comfortable enough to come talk to you because they relate. They can sense that, oh, he's shy, he's quiet, he's just like me for real. Maybe this is my kind. Maybe because I'm shy, and I don't usually deal with a lot of people, I actually got the confidence to come talk to you because you look just as shy as me, or you look just as quiet as me, opposed to another like a loud, outgoing person, a charismatic person. Like they just being them. Like it's really the secret to becoming an attractive man is literally being comfortable with who you are. That's the confidence. Like confidence is really belief in yourself, but it's more so like literally self acceptance, like being comfortable. Be comfortable with who you are and understand that you're going to attract what likes you. You're going to attract who likes you. That's the key to being attractive. You feel me? Just like a magnet, you got two sides. You got a side that attracts to each other, and then you got a side that repels. They literally won't. While you're trying to force it, you can't let it force. You twist it. You let it connect. You let it attract. It's attract for a reason. It comes to you. It comes to you. It happens naturally. I don't want to say it comes to you. I'm gonna say it happens naturally. It happens naturally. We're gonna stick with it happen naturally. Now, do I have any questions for TikTok? Any questions for Twitch? Did that make sense? Is there any more questions? Anything that I didn't clear up? Did everything make sense? Let me know. Or forever hold your peace because I'm trying to get on the game. I've been streaming for an hour now. I'm about to FaceTime a girl later. What's the best way to get her comfortable through FaceTime? The best way to get her comfortable through FaceTime is through your conversation, right? But beyond that is for you to be comfortable yourself. Just basically this whole rant I just had. When you're comfortable, it takes the tension away. It takes the expectation away. Talk about what makes you feel comfortable. Also, the best way to get her comfortable is to get her talking. This FaceTime call, if this is the very first time, learn about her. Talk about her. If you don't know what she like, ask her what she like, but don't be like what you like to do. Say, be creative with it. Have fun with it. One way that I like to word, instead of saying what do you like to do, I like to say, if you had a day to do anything, money's not an issue. What would you do? And tell her to elaborate. Like, don't just say one thing. Like, if you wake up, you eating breakfast, where you going to breakfast? You feel me? You going to lunch, brunch, activities, like a full day. A full day. What is your ideal full day? What that's gonna do is gonna tell her that question is gonna bring out her most like favorite things, or at least what she wants to do next. What's on her mind? It's gonna bring out what she wants to do, like relevance of okay, we're gonna go to brunch at Casper's. Either that's her favorite brunch place or that's where she wants to go next. Right? Then we're gonna go to the museum, the art museum. Either that's her favorite place to go. Probably not. She probably wants to go there next. And that what that's gonna do is it's gonna give you information. It's gonna give you information to set up a date. If you want to set up a date, don't set it up right away. Don't say, okay, well maybe we should go boom boom boom. No, wait for that. You got the information now. Keep it installed in your head and save it for later. Instead of asking her, or instead of telling her we should, ask her why, to get that confirmation of why she said that. Right? I know that it's either her favorite place or the place she wants to go to next because I asked why. Like what you like, Casper, that's your favorite brunch place? Yes, oh my god, they have the best boom 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 boom. Right? So that's how I'm gonna make her comfortable by getting her to speak. Right? But that ultimately is two things. You being comfortable, you not putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Relax. Breathe. Like, this is not a test. It's not a test, bruh. It's not a test. Y'all just trying to vibe. And remember, everything's not meant to go together, right? If that was the case, the magnet will work both ways, but it don't. Right? If it's meant to be, the connection will be there, the energy will be there, the vibe will be there. It'll the magnet will work. And if it's friction, if it's something that you don't like that she says, don't ignore it. Just because she's attractive, don't don't accept everything she says. Like, be mindful of the red flags that she said. Now, I'm not saying be rude. I'm not saying don't finish the conversation, but be mindful of the red flag things that she says, because that's gonna humanize it. That's gonna humanize her, which will allow you to be more comfortable. It's like, yeah, she's pretty, but she did say this, and she did say this. Oh, brother, I might have a problem on my hands. Right? You don't have to ignore it. You don't have to ignore it. So that's the advice. That's the best advice I can give. Any other questions before I hop on the game? I'm turn that bitch on right now. Any other questions? I need to give me some gameplay. Um, how do you deal with a girl that lied to you about some small shit? Um, hmm. I don't like being lied to. Um, I'm hyper aware of it, right? Here's the thing. I'm such a graceful person. I'm such a nice person. I'm such a cool person, and I do my due diligence on the front end so that I don't have to deal with shit like this on the back end. If a person, specifically for my situation, if a person lied to me, they probably lied about some small shit. Um, Not some small shit. No, I'm gonna just say this. Instead of dealing with the lying, this is how you should. This I'm not gonna tell you how you should deal with shit. This is how I deal with shit. This is what keeps me peaceful and keeps me happy and keeps me I want stress free, or not even stress free, because sometimes it's tough. It's hard to have tough conversations, but it's for the better. This is what keeps my relationships healthy and makes them build and grow. Is me overly communicating how important communication is to me. Like, come hurt my feelings. Just tell me the truth, because I want this to be a safe place for you to speak. You don't have to lie. If this should be a safe space for you to speak. At the end of the day, me and my girl had tough conversations. There's certain things I don't like talking to my girl about that we talk about. But at the end of the day, when we get through those tough conversations and those tough situations, it builds our relationship and it builds trust because we opened up about certain things and it allows us to open up again. So if she lied about some small shit, I think that you should overly communicate the importance of communication and be aware that she has already lied about some small shit. And don't take it lightly either. Not saying you should spaz out or max out on her. There's definitely a correct way for you to for you to say it. Like, how you do? Like, damn, you didn't have to lie about that. Damn, if you lie about this, how you gonna lie? I can imagine you lying about some big shit. I value communication. I don't want you lying. What we lying for? I don't know. Like, I gotta watch out for you. Like, play around with it so it doesn't come off too harmful, but emphasize the fact of how important it is for you to communicate and for her to tell you the truth, shit like that. So to add to that question, what do I do when I run out of conversation? You get off the phone. You get off the phone. You enjoy the conversation that you had, and you cop out. Now I have a couple of cop outs. Well, look, shit, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to come talk to you. I enjoyed our conversation. I would love to talk to you again. See what she said to that. I enjoyed our conversation. I would love to hear from you again. Shit, I talk to you tomorrow. What you got planned for tomorrow? Shit, I'm about to hop on. I'm about to finish this. Boom, boom, boom. You got anything planned? What you about to do? Whatever. Cop out. Look, I enjoyed our conversation. I'll talk to you soon. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. You have a lot of different options. Just get up out of there. No need to, because at that point, if you run out of conversation, then you're trying to force something. Nothing should ever be forced. Everything should be natural. You're gonna realize when you get into that conversation, the shit gonna flow naturally. You're gonna have questions that you want to ask her. She gonna have questions that she want to ask you. You gonna have things that you want to say that you're not gonna think of right now. You're gonna think of them in the moment. Yeah.